Greetings, this is General. Welcome back to more Trials of Mana. In the last one, we've started our journey on trying to find Don Perry. Go ahead and try to find him. We're back here at Rabite Forest. We have one more little cactus to pick up, and then we'll go find Don Perry. Also, there's a treasure over here that I forgot, so might as well pick it up now, since I forgot it way earlier in the game. Couple wishes, nothing too much to note.
Menace. Defeat it quickly and move.
Yeah, a lot of the enemies here, except for the Cottontails, are all just increased leveled enemies.
Hurry, let's move.
Sounds like a good idea there, Kevin.
Menace. Defeat it
Move on,
quickly and
gotta
move.
keep moving on forward.
Don't run. One down. Don't think so.
Yeah, these Cottontails have that spin attack that has one of those attacks that have like a short wind up that I tend to get hit by pretty frequently.
Aha! I found something.
Little people! How many mythologies have like little miniature people as part of the mythology? I feel like it's not super uncommon of a legend.
Leave it to me, Wookie.
And again, there's always those legends that always like get like moved between cultures. Like a good example is Zeus and Thor, two thunder gods from different. Well, probably had some interaction between each other with the two cultures. We got another little cactus. One more, and then we can get the double experience. Not like it's too important. I'm usually at the level for the area or above. Usually I don't have. As long as you fight pretty much like every fight you can come across, you'll usually be pretty close to the level of the area
Do you
anyway.
think this will really
If
shrink
not
us?
higher. Usually higher, actually. Think if what that would be like if there was a hammer that would shrink people and you just hit them constantly. Smaller. Smaller. Actually, like, this one makes you small and then makes you big again if you get hit a second time, so I guess that's a little different. Anyway, on to the Poker Village. It's just like every other race that is not human, there's only you only visit one settlement. Pretty common theme. Unlike them dang humans. Right out like
You
cockroaches.
three do not look familiar.
We just moved into town. Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Is it just me, or does something about you smell human?
Dirty,
I
dirty
hitched a ride on
humans.
a smelly human to get here, so his stink must have gotten on me. That's still a rude thing to say to a new face, though.
Uh-huh. It is
Yeah.
hard to avoid those simple, stinky humans.
They be everywhere.
Your sense of humor needs some help.
Yeah, we tend to settle wherever we can.
You don't know where we can find Dom Perry.
And again, pretty much that works with animals too.
How about you
Where
look
it's like
for
if
the
there's a
fellow
pathway
yourself?
to a location,
One of the
that
other
they'll
co-op
tend to
that's
spread
where
out.
Dom Perry is. Careful you don't reveal that you're actually big folk.
It's like if you look at like stuff like trying to find a good example under animals. I guess tigers. I don't know if tigers is really good. Well, just cats in general. how you'll see like lions and stuff in Africa, and then you'll find like there'll be like Siberian tigers and like Indian tigers. The animals tend to just spread out. Okay, let's pick up some of this stuff. Yeah, it should be noted that there are some treasures inside the houses, which we will be collecting. I'm sure some people have probably inquired like where some of these treasures are. Well, it was like I don't think I ever looked up a guide for the treasures. I think I just found them on my own, I think. That one, I'm like, oh hey, there's stairs that I can walk up, and I walked up the stairs for the heck of it. I'm like, oh hey, chest. Yeah, even when you get the little cactus port thing where it shows where treasures are at, it does not show any treasures that are in houses. More honey elixirs. It'll still be a little while before we use that. Guess we'll just stock up until then. We might use a few Dream Sea herbs. Very much depends on what days it is. I'm more worried about like whenever the elemental days. I don't really care about setting it on the opposite day of where I'm going. Like if I'm going in an earth elemental place, like it would be preferable that it was a Sylph's day or whatever, and then like vice versa if I was doing like a Sylph area that has a lot of Sylph elementals, the wind elementals, that I would want it to be Gnome's day. But as long as it's not the, as long as it's like,
isn't here.
as long as the day doesn't match the element of the enemies in the area, I kinda don't really care.
You think you can play me? You better get lost if you know what's good for you.
How rude!
When you asked,
It was Don Perry all along. What a surprise!
Around the village. I did not know where I would be at any one moment.
Okay, can you finally give us some words of wisdom? Maybe some information on how to move forward?
I won't hold back.
You're gonna beat the shit out of him there, Charlotte? Gonna hit him with some nunchucks? Or whatever you have, flails?
We came for advice, Don Perry. Mice invaded Koropoker village near the Kingdom of Laurent.
I mean,
We figured
analogies.
other Koropokers might know how to get it back. Yeah. Ideas?
My,
Need to brainstorm here.
That is dreadful. Laurent, you say?
That's quite a distance away. That's almost on the other
I
side of
have an
the
idea.
planet.
First, you
Well, maybe
must
not exactly
locate
on the other side of the
wind
planet. It's
elemental, Sylphid.
Duh, we want to find Sylphid, but there was still.
what we've been trying to do all this time.
What?
Ah, is that so? Wind is an ever-changing element.
Yeah, we were blockaded
But as
from
the world's
getting
mana
the.
power ebbs,
Going
there
to the
may be
Windstone.
those who have found a way to
I guess I could have
twist
showed that
Sylphid's
off, but
powers
we
for
were
you.
going.
What?
Doesn't really matter.
The wind is restless. Something may have befallen the statue.
How
Regardless,
convenient for us, at
listen
least.
well to what I have to say.
Hey, are we finally gonna get
From
some
one
useful
of the
information?
mountain paths in Laurent is the entrance to Gusthorn.
Yeah,
a
we
dangerous wind labyrinth.
knew that already.
You
well-
can traverse the hall by changing the directions of the wind.
I guess
statues
that
to
we
create a
didn't know,
path.
but we would have probably
The
found out
rest
out about
is
that
up to
anyway.
you. The Windstone can be found deep within. There, you may also find.
So how are we gonna take back Laurent? I don't think they specifically say, but we're just gonna use the same strategy that. Oh, there we go.
Citadel Laurent to
So we're gonna do
incapacitate the
basically
Navarre
exactly what they did to Laurent itself. Just gonna use the same strategy.
Huh? did you know?
Feel like we could have figured out that strategy even without Don Perry.
It was obvious. If you were Koropoker, you would have known that this is the
Like-
only settlement of our kind.
Like
in the
every
whole
other
world.
non-human.
Besides, I can tell that you have
might
a
be
fairy
more-
within you.
There might be
We
more,
Koropoker can see
uh,
that you are her
not gnome,
chosen one with
dwarf
a
villages,
single
but we only
glance.
visit one.
I am not fond of humans myself, but I know that if Fairy is here, the world
I think
is in
most-
dire peril. We
I think
cannot
most
turn a blind
non-human
eye.
creatures don't like
Pardon my teasing
don't like
from
humans.
earlier.
The only one that's probably neutral would be
just
dwarfs,
cannot
and
help
dwarfs just don't give a fuck.
Oh, there is no greater joy.
Probably just like drinking. And there we go, that's the sage advice that we got from Don Perry. Doesn't seem like it was that useful because we kind of would have known that kind of strategy already. Well, especially the people of Laurent would have known that strategy already because they got befouled by it in Reese's path. Anyway, from here on out, there's going to be some fast forwarding since we have to backtrack.
Dom Perry gave us a good lead.
But
Are you ready to retake Laurent?
I'll make sure the dialogue gets played.
You bet! We gotta head to Gust Hall.
Gotta go to that wing
Not
hole.
too bad, if I do say so myself.
And fast forward. I get this out of the way since we have to backtrack. Yeah, we have to go take another boat back to Laurent. Oh, come on, game.
Aboard?
I've had that happen a few times. A little annoying. Where I accidentally jump instead of interact with something. That's kind of one of the problems with having the jump button under the being the same thing as well as the interaction button. Where you'll not quite be in range, but then you'll just jump instead. Might as well jump.
That old sage needs an attitude adjustment.
Dunno. He was kind of fun.
Maybe, maybe you needed to beat some sense into him. Yeah, let's just skip the boat ride. Might as well skip past anything that's unnecessary like that. Poison. Yeah, we can inflict poison with Hawkeye's toxin. Anyway, fast forwarding up the mountain. Yeah, I gotta climb the mountain once again. I mean, we only went up to like halfway on the mountain. But. And there we go, we got leveled up. Why don't we increase your intelligence. And then increase your health. And you haven't leveled up yet. Actually, we're gonna save a few points from Hawkeye because I don't really care to invest anything else at the moment. But I want to save up for when we class change him.
Run! One down!
Which is, you could probably tell, which won't be too long from now.
My potential feels
We're getting
limitless.
pretty close to level 18. Okay, let's pick up the treasure over here. I might as well pick up the rest of the treasure here so I can just beeline my way down the mountain once I finish up everything in Laurent.
We can
Are
take
you-
this enemy in
Let's see.
Down! One down!
Knock them
One
down.
down!
Yeah, I already showed off the map to this location. I guess I could have posted it again, but oh well. Always check out my Discord where I Well, I have the Trials of Mana Discord where I've uploaded these maps. Can't really think of a better place because I tried to upload to Steam, but Steam doesn't allow guides for games that you don't own, and I own this on PlayStation.
I'll take point and leave the rear to you.
My PS4 is like, what? I have it on like standby right now.
One down.
Buzz off.
And with that, peace has returned.
Yeah, they keep on giving us, how we, I do that. I don't know, the AI doesn't seem to be willing to jump into fights as much as they probably should be. Wow, I got 3 out of the 4. Seems pretty good.
We're getting too good.
And we're gonna stop right here. This is the Heaven's Way 2. This was where part of Reese's prologue was. But there's only that chest there, so I'm not even bothering with a map for that. Let's see. And I've just opened up the item. Okay, I was making sure that the Dream Seed reed was in my inventory in case I need to switch the days. I think we're doing fine. I think the next day is Gnome's Day. I mean whatever the next thing is. Anyway, let's go to Guest Hall. This game auto saves quite frequently. I like to have some save, multiple little save points, just in case like a one of my recordings screws up. I've only had out of the 50 or so videos I've used with this recording software, I've only had one, there's only like one time where I've had to, I think there's only one time where I've had to re-record an episode, and that was a part of Duran's Path. But yeah, there wasn't too much. I haven't had it screw up on me very much right now. I think it's relatively consistent. Anyway, yeah,
Oh no! The wind statue!
it been smashed.
Oh no! Someone might be after Sylphid like Dom Perry feared!
I mean,
Hurry!
don't we already know that there's multiple people after the Mana Stones? I think we already know that. Save up there. But anyway, will we be able to save Sylphid in time? Find out next time. Bye bye.